Cat back here, and we're going to go over some basics with electronic cigarettes. We're going to talk about things that you can hook up to your electronic cigarette devices that actually hold the liquid and produce the vapor. So we're going to get up close and personal with those items, and then we'll come back and chat in just a second. So one of the first things we're going to talk about that you can use with your electronic cigarette is an atomizer. They're short little devices. This is a 510 connector. It screws right into the top of your device. This is bridgeless, as you can see, and you pretty much put a drip tip on it, and it allows you to drip juice directly onto the atomizer, where the coil then heats it up and produces the vapor that you inhale. And let me put a drip tip just so you can see what a drip tip looks like. This is a Ming from Cherry Vape that I've attached onto it. So that is the atomizer. The next thing you can use on your electronic cigarette is also known as a cartomizer. A cartomizer can be either stainless steel or have black tape on it. Either way, this too is a 510 connector. Inside the cartomizer is a coil going down the center that has filler around the inside that you fill that full of juice, and it kind of holds the juice in and allows you to vape a little bit longer. No dripping constantly as you would with an atomizer. So you put your juice in there, your liquid nicotine, and you usually get probably about a whole ml in one of these short regular Bogue cartomizers, and then you'll have to add more later, but it allows you not to have to drip as like an addy. So if you don't like dripping, there's a cartomizer. The other device that you can use on your electronic cigarette is known as a CE2. A CE2 has 2 wicks inside of it and a coil on the top, and the wicks go through the coil onto the top and constantly wick the juice for you. So once again, you fill this full. You don't have to drip. Some people prefer cartomizers, some people prefer CE2s for the fact of the flavor change in the devices. This again is a 510 connector, screws right into the top of most electronic cigarette devices. So, clearomizer, CE2. The other thing that you can use is a Stardust, which is almost like a CE2, and I actually have a whole review on this. It has short wicks at the top. You fill it full of juice, you don't have to drip, and you go. And the coil at the top does the same thing and heats up the liquid that's in the wick and produces the vapor. Some people are using cartomizers in tanks. This is a tank with a cartomizer inside that has a slit on it. I don't know if you can see the slit, but it's in there. And it actually feeds the juice through the slit, so you have a whole tank worth of juice before you have to refill or do any more fussing. So those are just some of the things you can use, the basics for your electronic cigarette. I hope that small description helped someone out there. I know when you start out with electronic cigarettes, there are a lot of accessories nowadays for electronic cigarettes, so you have to find what works for you and keep trying. Don't give up. Hopefully you find something that works and you keep on vaping and completely quit smoking. Once again, it's Vaping Cat, and thanks, and vape on.